Ladies, gentlemen, Heroscapers, and Pokepals, welcome back to the 7th episode of Heroscape Unboxing on Friday night. You know what time it is. It's time to unbox the 5 flag bearers right in front of your eyes, brand new in box, never opened before. All the dice and dice baggy goodness. But before we get into the unboxing, I just want to remind you guys we got 2 figure expansions, 2 blister packs ready to give away. All you got to do is go to episode 5, follow the instructions, and you got yourself an entry. Get yourself one of these packs. We got the Icewind Scourge and we got the Heroes of Faerun. Either one could be yours. You just let me know which one. All right.
All right, guys. Oh, this is your show.
All right, so now time to get into what we're going to be unboxing. As if you don't already know, we're going to be unboxing the 5 flag bearers. As a bonus, before the 5 flag bearers, we got the D3 Molten Claws Invasion Wave.
Yes, it is.
The pack is
Heroes of Fallcrest.
And let's get into it.
I'll give you a closer look at the box here.
All right, so here's a good look at the inside of the box. We got Molten Claw, and then Siege. Was that his name?
Yes.
And then Altahale,
Uh-huh.
I believe. And then this Frost guy.
Scar Carver.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
Scar Carver, yes. Ivar Scar Carver.
Yes.
And let's get into it.
All right, first up from Molten Claws Invasion. Yeah. We have Evar Scar Carver. And he has Double Assault and Frost Rage, which are both really cool abilities. And he's only 110 points, 5 life, 3 defense, 5 move, a range of 4. I didn't even realize he had a range of 4.
Me neither. That's cool.
And an attack of 2, but that's why he has a range of 4. And that's why it says
double attack.
double attack, but only on adjacent figures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow. So here's a closer look at Evar. His hands are like ice daggers. What is he? He's human? Yeah, he looks more like stout than a human, but he's a human. Nice. His little base is like tiny.
Yeah.
I love that.
It feels extra small.
So we got Evar Scar Carver's army card. Try saying that 5 times fast. Now we have Siege. And after reading his little ability, it's pretty cool. Crag of Steel. Craig.
I don't think it's Craig.
Crag?
I think it's Crag.
Crag of Steel.
Craig
Crag
of Steel.
But Crag of Steel, that's pretty cool. He has an attack of 5 and a defense of 5 and a move of 5 and a life of 5. He's 5s all around, guys, except for his range is 1. But he's five guys.
5 guys over here.
He's the 5th guy. Now for a closer look at Siege. It is a huge sword. If you put it next to him, it'd probably be as tall as him.
It is.
If not taller. This guy, he's Warforged, so that's why he looks like that too. He's a juggernaut.
Does he jog or not?
I can't comment on that. Here is Siege's army card. Next, we have the Goliath unique hero, Warden Fearless Eltahale. With a life of 6, a move of 6, attack of 5, and a defense of 4. She's so beefy. And her special attacks, Thunder Ram Assault and Thunderstep, are actually really cool too. I think she might see some playing time in our little armies. But yeah, she's nice. Now for a closer look at Eltahale with her shield. What is she? She's a she's a Goliath.
Duh.
But yeah, she actually is kind of tall.
Yeah.
She's just a big lady. Eltahale's army card. And now we have Mr. Molten Claw. And he is a prince dragon. He's not quite a king, but he is royalty. That's why he's a little smaller too. Attack of 5, defense of 5, a life of 6. He's lava resistant and flying. And he has a pretty cool attack, that burning breath special attack. He's almost like a mini murmuring. For a closer look at my boy Molten Claw. This is a really cool sculpt. I mean, he's another dragon to add to our squad of dragons. If we look at the back of him, wow, this is a really nice sculpt.
Very detailed, very well printed, painted. Both. I guess they weren't printed. They were. Were they sculpted? They weren't sculpted.
They're like assembled.
Yeah.
Now, Dragon Prince Molten Claw. Alright guys, we're on to the flag bearers now. Before we get into it, I just wanted to share with you guys that the guy that I got these from, he's a really cool guy. His name is Kai. I met him through the Heroscapers group on Facebook, and he actually got us thinking about charity and what we could do to help our community. And so we just asked that you guys would join us in helping out your community. Us personally, we're going to be donating to the Alameda County Food Bank because we live in Alameda County. But we just urge you to donate to a local charity of your choice. If you live in the Bay Area, please, join with us in donating to Alameda County Food Bank. But if you live in Minnesota, if you live in North Dakota, if you live in New York, donate to a local charity of your choice. We just want to encourage you guys to help the less fortunate. There's so many people that can use that help in this time of need. So the Alameda County Food Bank has a special place in our hearts. So please join us in donating to a local charity of your choice. And thank you, Kai. You're the man. First up, we have Einar's flag bearer, Hatamoto Taro. Let's get into it. We're so excited. Here's a quick look inside the box. There you see in the back, you see the dice bag, these dice, and then the 20-sided die. All right, let's get into it. Okay, first up for the flag bearers, we got Hatamoto Taro. And he's really cool. He actually makes a lot of the samurai squads playable with his little defense extra ability. And yeah, I think we might make a samurai squad because of this guy. So now we have Hatamoto Taro. Close look at him. Look at his flag. That's really nice. And then he has his sword, and he's just like in that stance. Oh, not that one either. Butterfingers. Boom, boom, boom. Here's a look at the dice and the bag. Really cool purple. Now we have Hatamoto Taro's army card.
Okay, let's get into Vidar's flag bearer, Laglor. Let's, first, before we cut it open, let's give you guys a quick look. Oh, man. Look, he's got guns on the flags. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Let's get into it. Alrighty, now let's get into it.
And now we have Laglor, Vidar's flag bearer. And he has Vidar's range enhancement aura and auto load special attack. And both of those are really cool. He has a range of 7, attack of 3, defense of 3. Maybe he might get some playing time. So now we have Laglor, aka Gorilla Grodd, with his flag of guns. The flag is his weapon. Like, this guy.
Flag is his weapon. That's why he has a range of 7.
This guy is crazy.
And the handles are his triggers. Like,
yeah,
that's...
like,
oh,
wow.
God.
Here's a look at his dice bag. Nice color. Laglor. Alright, so on to the next one. We have Ular's flag bearer. And he looks like an elf. And the flag actually looks really sick. I'll give you a closer look at that one. There he is inside the box.
Nice.
Has all the dice, that D20 in there, and the bag in the back. But yeah, his flag looks like, that looks pretty cool. It's the coolest flag we've seen. Actually, I think the guns on the other flag were pretty nice. But still, that's a nice flag. Okay. Time to unboxing. And now we have Ular's flag bearer, Akalar. Akalar with a C. And he has a move of 5, and an attack of 3, and a defense of 2. But his abilities are really cool. Leaf of the Home Tree and Ular's Amulet. Ular actually gave this guy an amulet. That's sick. So now we have Akalar. And this flag is really sick too. I didn't even notice at the top of the flag is the symbol, the Ular symbol. That's really sick. And his sword too, is an elven crafted weapon. It's crazy. I like his cape. That's a nice cape.
The detail on that?
Ooh. Nice green dice and dice bag. Sweet. We have Akalar's army card.
And now, live and direct, we have Ugar's flag bearer, Ornak. Let's take a closer look at this guy.
He's like peeking out from behind the flag.
Oh, he is ready to slice you up.
Let's get into it. Okay, now we have Utgar's flag bearer, Ornak, and his red flag of Fury aura and Orc Battle Cry aura. These are two really cool abilities. He has an attack of 3, a defense of 3, move of 6, and a life of 4. And he's an Orc champion. So he would be really good for the Orc bondings. Ornak. And it's sick that he's a Orc. I really like that. He's an Orc champion. He could have been any other race from Utgar's army. Utgar has Kyrie. He has all kinds of... It could have easily been a Kyrie.
Yeah.
But he's an Orc, and I love that because I love the Orcs. Ooh, nice dice, and I like this black dice bag. Here is the army card of Ornak. All right. Sadly, we're on to the last one. And
I don't want to go.
I don't either. It was too short today. But after this, we have battle reports and army updates. And I'm sure some armies are going to be updated after they get unboxed. The last flag bearer is Jandar's flag bearer, And it is Sir Ghibli, Studio Ghibli himself. So here we have Jandar's flag bearer, Sir Gilbert. The dice bag, the dice, the 20, the D20 in there. Toys R Us exclusive. All right, let's get into it. So now we have Sir Gilbert. And with his Jandar's Dispatch and Attack Aura, he pretty much makes the knights so much more better than they already are. He has a move of 6. He has a life of 6, a move of 5, an attack of 3, and a defense of 4. So he stays alive pretty nicely. And he has an Attack Aura, which gives the knights or anybody adjacent to him, they add 1 to their attack. So now, last but certainly not least, we have Sir Gilbert. This is Jandar's flag bearer, and we just can't wait. I wonder who's going to be able to use that army first. It's going to be sick. The further optimized knight army. And finally, these blue dice and dice bag. And the last army card, Sir Gilbert. Okay, now that we've unboxed, time for the army updates and battle reports. So as far as army updates go, this is the only army we've updated. We wanted to add Sir Gilbert, and he is 105 points. So we took out Finn, Marku, and Isamu. And so Finn's 80 points, Marku is 20 points, and Isamu is 10 points. So obviously that's 110 points for Sir Gilbert's 105. His squad is currently 5 points under, but that's okay. That doesn't really matter. We decided to leave in Thorgrim because he's a Viking. He's a human champion that can bond with the squad. He also will buff their defense, give him a defense of 5 if he's adjacent to them. He is the same amount of points as Raylan, but we thought that since he is a human champion and he can bond with the squad, we won't have to place an order marker on him in order to move him, unlike Raylan. And then also these knights, you want them to be more mobile, and just having Thorgrim be able to move with them and buff them at the same time is a really nice plus. Raylan does give a 2 defense boost, but she has to be within 4 clear sight spaces, and some of the times it's just not that feasible. So we just thought it would be really cool to have a 3rd champion rather than Raylan, and then also the champion that buffs the defense, and also he's mobile, so he can move with the knights and buff them as needed. So we were super busy this week. We were only able to get in 1 battle, but the battle that we did get, I rolled for the Romans, and that squad is 3 squads of Romans, the Airborne Elite, Raylan, Isamu, Meburksa, Marcus, and Marku. And so my brother, he actually rolled for the Morrow squad, but for some reason, my brother doesn't like the Morrow. He didn't want to run that team, so instead he chose the alternate army, which has 2 squads of Greenscales, Raylan, Nilfheim, and 3 Wormlings. You got the white Wormling, the blue Wormling, and the black Wormling, and it also has Marku. So that's why Marku's kind of in the middle. He was playing on both sides, and we actually used the sculpt of the Gorillanator in the other army. So battle was intense. We played on a smaller map, not as small as this one, but when we played, Nilfheim just kept wrecking the Romans, and he took out 2 or 3 a turn, it felt like, and their 3 attack was really doing nothing because he has a defense of 4, plus he was getting boosted by Raylan 80% of the time, and so he was rolling 6 defense, and he was on a perch almost, so I had to have 2 of my Romans below him and then 2 on the same level as him. So he was getting 7 defense sometimes, and he was just staying alive a lot longer than he should. And I actually made the mistake of I kept taking shots with Meburk Sa, but I should have moved Marcus up to buff the Romans and give them one more attack. The airborne did fall. I mean, the airborne did drop, but the placement of them, I wasn't thinking correctly. I placed them behind Nilfheim, but all he did was just reposition, turn him around, and he got 2 of my airborne elite with one of his frost breath attacks, which was crazy. I wasn't planning for that. That was a poor decision on my part. So the rest of that round, I was shooting with 2 airborne elite because I had already placed my order markers on them. But yeah, it was still fun. It was crazy. Raylan was definitely keeping MBS alive. And once I knocked out Nilfheim, by that time, I think I had taken care of the wormlings. There was a few greenscales left, and he was trying to come back with Marku, but I killed Marku, and he pretty much gave up at that point. So the Romans got a win, and I believe they are 4-2. I'll put the real number on the screen if I got that wrong. But yeah, they're 4-2, and this Greenscales army is now 1-1, with the win being against my fiance, who is actually playing the Romans. So that was funny. Actually, they came back and got revenge. All right, now it's time for that portion of the show where we wrap it up. And we're going to let Alex go first, and he's going to say his favorite flag bearer and why.
So, my personal favorite flag bearer was Hatamoto Taro. Taro, like the root.
And why is that?
So I picked Taro specifically. His pack is super cool. This dice pack here, we're gonna show this off later.
We already showed it off.
Already showed those off, but I feel like he's gonna make our samurai and our Ashigaru super more viable. I feel like we don't really have an army with them yet because we're just like, how do we really put one together? Not very great, but with his ability, like, that'd be super sick. And his dice are cool. His dice bag is super cool. It's a nice color. This might be one of my go-to picks. Either these or the green, I think, for picking my dice now. Yeah. What about you? What about you over there?
My favorite was
Sir Gilbert.
Sir Ghiblis. I mean, they could see it right here. I really like how, I mean, he's gonna go straight into the Knight's army. Like, after we're done filming, he's going in there. But he's just a really awesome, like, pick for that army. He makes them better. He makes them, like, top tier. Without them, they're good, but with him, they're even better.
Makes them want to work harder.
He does. He gives them an attack buff, as you guys saw, and also that Jandar's Dispatch. It's crazy. I mean, what if you rolled 5 symbols? It's really hard to do that, but what if you rolled 5? It means you got to move 4 knights, 5 spaces, and then you get to move with them and then attack. That's crazy. But, yeah. And I like his character model. I like the dice. They're blue. I might be using this D20 or the green one or the purple one. I like them all. It's going to be, and it's only me and Alex, so we're going to be able to choose and just shake it up. I just want to remind you guys that we have a giveaway going. Go to episode 5 to get the details. Please join us in donating to a local charity of your choice. Could be your local Boys and Girls Club, could be a local food bank, but just give back to your community because we're going to be doing the same, and we just hope that you follow suit. If you live in the Bay Area and you want to donate with us, we're going to be donating to the Alameda County Food Bank, and that, just like I said earlier in the show, that has a very special place in our hearts. And yeah, so stay tuned, because next week we got something special planned for you guys, and then the week after that we're gonna have another cool episode, and then on April 16th we're gonna be having the drawing, and we're gonna be having our season finale. Like I said, big things in the works. Stay tuned, and like always, my friends, what we do in life echoes in eternity. Bada bing.